is why you, me, us, we feeling so lost. I'm here live on YouTube and Instagram letting you know. So I got some shit written down. Now there's just 3 steps. There's just 3 steps, 3 tips that I have written down on why you probably feeling lost. What makes you feel lost? And these 3 steps are from books that I've read, literature I've been reading. So first things first, let's get right into this shit. The first reason you might be feeling lost, this I'm just letting you know, is probably because secretly nobody's proud of you. Now I know that sounds tough and I know it sounds intense, but when I say nobody, I mean most people are not genuinely proud of you. Do you understand what I'm saying? So what I mean by that is the whole time where you think people are really being your friend, it seems like in our country, especially in America, most people are only proud of a certain behavior. So you know how people do the cool handshakes? When you out here rapping about killing niggas and doing a bunch of other shit, or if you scam niggas and you encourage other people to scam, if you in bad relationships and you encourage other people in bad relationships, everybody's gonna be there for you. Everybody's gonna be your friend. Everybody wanna hear you complain. If you complain, everybody wanna hear about it, bro. If you got something to complain about, why it's this race of person's fault, why it's men's fault, everybody wants to hear you complain. But when I realize is secretly nobody's actually proud of you, bro. I see you calling in, bro. Give me 10 minutes. I'll take the call. So this is why I say that. One of the reasons I say people are not actually proud of you is watch this. If I'm lying, I'm flying and my feet ain't left the ground. If you succeed at whatever it is you do, if you succeed at being a barber, if you succeed at being a philanthropist, if you succeed at being an esthetician, if you succeed at being a rapper, guess what? They can't blame anybody else. So I'm thinking most of the reason, and it explains it in the book too, the book is called Transcending Your Self-Consciousness. They speak a lot about you, it's just you versus you. They have nobody to blame. So maybe you might be going to church every day, bro. You might be reading, doing what you're supposed to do every day, but you got to realize the world don't see that, bro. The world wouldn't see Kobe, Michael Jordan, LeBron, and all of them if they didn't put that work in and then they didn't execute when it was their time. So if you think I'm lying, if you think I'm lying and I'm flying, what I want you to do is I want you to check your text messages. Okay? What I want you to do is I want you to check your text. I want you to see, what do people say to you? How do people behave to you? I'm just getting my live set up here. How are people acting to you? Now, this is the test that you could do. When you open your text, you're going to be able to see clear as day what they say to you. Were they encouraging? Were they inviting? Were they giving you love? You probably feeling lost because you're looking outside of yourself for some validity. You're looking outside yourself for some love. So again, I'm gonna repeat exactly what I said. Disregard this little pouch in my hair. I'm gonna get it sliced off. So again, this is what I believe. I'm not saying everybody, but I'm saying most times. Secretly, what's good, what's good, what's good? Haven't seen you in a few years. How you been? Damn, you must not be on YouTube. What's good? Vegan Hacks, what's up, what's up? A lot of dope ass people in here. If you in here, stay tuned. I'm spitting. First things first, this is probably why you've been feeling off. I only need 10 minutes of your time. You've probably been feeling off because secretly, not many people are actually proud of you. How do I know this? How would I know this? Is because look at your text messages. Go to your text right now. Go to your DMs. Go to your messages. Guess what's going to happen? Guess what's going to happen, YouTube? Guess what's going to happen, Instagram? You're going to see conversations between your dad, your mom, your girl, your boyfriend, your co-workers. You're going to be able to see. And it's either going to be people complaining, bitching about something, saying something bad about you. Go look at your text messages right now. Now you can go in your messages. When you are happy for yourself, see how people respond to that. When you go right now, when you get off of this application and y'all go on Instagram and you swipe, it's going to be a bunch of people who hate their lives. Oh man, men ain't shit. This person ain't shit. This person ain't shit. Look at everybody's stories. It's just reasons why everybody else is bad. But the reason I don't think anybody's actually proud of you is because peep the plot. We give more praise to people who have children out of wedlock. Think about this. You have a baby shower with a miscellaneous lady or a guy you don't even know. Niggas wear a button-up shirt. You hear me? People will wear a button-up shirt to go holler at you. They'll go wear a shirt. They'll dress up nice. They paint blue powder and shit in the sky. Pink powder will come out in the sky. I'm gonna take y'all calls in a little bit. People will praise you if you go have a baby out of wedlock. If you smoke cigarettes at your job, you get extra breaks, nigga. I don't make the rules. It's just an interesting concept. It's an interesting world we live in. So think about this. Damn. So you mean to tell me if I harm myself, I get more praise? If you complain a lot, people gonna relate to you. They want to be next to you. They feel, if you go to work and you blame your boss, it's gonna be another nigga want to blame the boss and they're gonna be your best friend. But secretly, nobody's proud of you because when they see you, nigga, they not saying, oh, damn, I see you lost that weight. Oh, I see you. Okay. We praise people that get addicted to drugs, stop drugs. We praise them more than the niggas that had the same feelings but never did the drug. If you don't smoke cigarettes, you're gonna work your whole shift all the way through, gang. You're not gonna get no break. You're not gonna get no special treatment. If you don't drink coffee, hey, you shit out of luck. You see what I'm saying? If you don't drink alcohol, everybody gonna ask you questions. Hey, why you don't drink alcohol? They're gonna ask you questions as if you're wrong. They're gonna ask you the questions as if you're the problem. And we live in a world where you can't tell nobody nothing. You dig what I'm saying? And I'm not saying I know everything, nigga. Just bear with me. Let me cook for a second. What I'm saying is disregard what I'm saying and look at your own life. When you go on this app, this amazing free application of YouTube, Instagram, when y'all go on here, you're going to see a lot of people that talk so bad about the other race, talk so bad about the other gender, they have so much negative shit to say. But very rarely do you ever look at somebody's phone, take your girl's phone, take your brother's phone, take your sister's phone. I bet you'll spend you 5 hours to see one text that says, I'm proud of you. Think about this. You're going to look in people's phones and their DMs and their emails. You're going to find almost 0 times where they said, hey, I'm proud of what you're doing. Hey, I see you. Hey, yo, I seen how you didn't get no raise at work. You didn't get no goddamn extra salary bonus. But I see you, bro. I know you've been putting in that work going to the gym. I know you've been coming home each and every day. You used to trap. You don't do that no more. I see what you've been doing the last 5 years, the last 5 months. It doesn't exist. So what I'm realizing is that people only like you when you at your lowest point, my nigga. Let you go out here tomorrow and go and let a guy smash, and then you have some random kids. Everybody's gonna be happy for you, my nigga. Niggas gonna wear button-up polo shirts and be like, yo, man, when's the due date? Let's blow out some blue powder into the air. Niggas are gonna be proud of you. Let you wait and not want to go to Tulum. Let you wait and not want to go to a Drake concert. Let you wait and not want to go fuck your money off and do a bunch of other shit and drink alcohol. They're gonna call you weird, nigga. You gonna be the weird one. You hear me? Ice cream machine, bro. You funny as hell. They're gonna call us weird. If this makes sense to you, YouTube, like the video. If I'm spitting, like the video. Instagram, if you watch this and this makes sense to you and I'm questioning the way you think, drop an emoji in the chat. I see some of y'all comment in the chat. Let me read some of these things. We got a lot of dope people in here. We got Joe, Philip, Micah, Kim, Glenn. I see you. A lot of dope people. YouTube, I see a lot of dope y'all in here too. If this video is relating to anybody, like the video. Shit's free. I appreciate it. 2, how I came to this realization is I realized that in this world, bro, they're going to relate more to people that show signs of weakness. The reason I see this is because most people don't strive for greatness. So if you don't strive for greatness, right? If you don't strive for greatness, it's going to be difficult for you to understand the level or mindset of a person that wants to be great. Does this make sense? I'm not Michael Jordan. I ain't Kobe Bryant. I ain't Tiger Woods. But guess what? They probably didn't do the same shit as everybody that was in LeBron's class. They didn't do the same things that were in the same thing, and therefore they do not have the same life. Just because they go to work for 20 years don't mean they deserve the same level of income. You see what I'm saying? Just because somebody's rich don't mean they deserve to pay your bills. And I'm realizing that if you go in, you can go on your phone right now today, my nigga. You can go try to save the world, so you believe. You can go put wells in Africa. You can give away all the money you want. You can be as faithful as you want, nigga. You can watch no porn. You can see the strip club, and the strip club could be attached to your job. And you could skip it every day, nigga. You could skip it every day. A girl try to come up to you. You could say, hey, no, I don't want any. No, I don't see. No, I don't want any giant. I don't want any. You can say that every day. There's going to be somebody at the end of the day. It's going, whether you're going to date, you're going to text your mom, your aunt, a girl, somebody going to be like, that wasn't good enough. You didn't do good. It wasn't enough. How do I know? Look at your Instagram stories. Look at the conversations you have with people. So this is why I suggest to hang out with people that are nerds. Nerds, they get in less trouble because they spend all their time obsessing over a hobby. So I recommend hanging out with some nerds. The people that they say are nerds, I think I'm a nerd. People make fun of you if you talk to yourself. What's crazy is that we make fun of people who talk to themselves, but we don't make fun of a person who doesn't know themselves. Isn't that crazy? Imagine you having to do drugs to get to know yourself, but you're making fun of the nigga that talks to himself because he knows himself and knows what he likes. Him, her, whatever gender you are. But you dig what I'm saying? Does this make sense? Does this make sense? So step number 2 is realize at the end of the day is you versus you. In the book, they talk a lot about people's consciousness level. He gives them a score. He gives you a score based on your consciousness level. So in the book, they talk about people that are below 200, over 500. And in the book, he says almost 80% of people we know have an under 200 score of consciousness. So I'm not here to tell you that's me, you, nigga, whatever. You dig what I'm saying? You the LeBron of your life. You the star of your life. You dig what I'm saying? Guy, girl, whatever you are. You the star of your life. But what I want you to realize is it's just you versus you. Because every time that girl left, that guy left, that job left, the bill was due, who was there left? Who remained? Every time that girl left you, every time that guy left you, every time you had a bill, every time you didn't get a good grade, every time something didn't go exactly how you wanted it, who was there in the end? Who? Who was there? You or yourself. You don't have a period every month to make you not like yourself. You have to be your biggest fan of the day. You dig what I'm saying? You have to be your biggest cheerleader, period. Does this make sense, chat? Does this make sense? He said you spitting facts. I appreciate it. Does this make sense? If this makes sense, drop fire emojis in the chat. So I had to realize you have to be your own biggest fan. And the craziest part is you have to perceive everything and understand that whatever you perceive is true. Because as much as I want to tell you, bro, I love chicks a lot. They got different opinions and feelings every month through nature. You dig what I'm saying? They're if it's not adding to your life, whether it's a job, a person, you have to realize you must be your biggest fan. And if you're not your biggest fan, then realize this. If you go broke, you get sick, you have a bad attitude, you start cussing everybody out, who's going to be around you? Nobody going to stick by you, nigga. It's going to be you with you. It's going to be you by yourself. John, I see you. It's going to be you with yourself. So I'm just giving y'all some sauce. When you raise your consciousness, you remove unconscious people. This is a bar that I had to realize. When you raise your consciousness, you remove unconscious people. If I'm lying, I'm flying. My feet ain't left the ground. So this ain't, again, this is not a finger pointing thing, but what I'm doing is giving you some information, right? Now you got to go to the crib and take this down and say, damn, where do I play? What's my role in any of this? I want you to look at your text. What kind of messages you sending out to people? You sending out a bunch of complaints? You sending out a bunch of shit that people are doing wrong? Imagine your life. Look at your life. You probably got a pretty good one. You got iPhones. You got cable. You got Wi-Fi. You got weed to smoke. You get to go to clubs. You have access to food whenever you want it. You got Uber Eats. You niggas got DoorDash. You got every collectible you could think of. You got a bit, or maybe you don't have a Bentley. Maybe you have a car of some sort. Maybe you got your own apartment. You got family that's alive. You got so much shit to be grateful for, but yet all you do is focus on complaints. I'm going to say something. And y'all let me know what you think. I'm going to say something, and you let me know what you think. This is what I believe. I think the only time people are proud of you, if you live in America, Canada, or the UK, I think the only time someone is actually proud of you, genuinely, not everybody, majority of people. Let me rephrase. I believe the only time majority of people are proud of you is on Christmas. And I think the only reason that they act and are proud of you on Christmas is because society tells them it's a time to spread love. It's a time to give gifts. Even though it's for capitalism, that's just the time that they feel like they can have love for niggas. Hey, think about your life. How many texts do you get saying, I'm proud of you? I'm proud of you. Let me know. If you get texts that say, I'm proud of you from any person, say me in the chat. If you do not get those texts and you don't give those texts, say no. If you don't give those texts to anybody, or if you don't receive them, say no. Because I'm realizing it's people's mind changes all the time. Nigga, they need something to complain about. They need something to latch on to validate why their life is shit. You hear me? Everybody you know, they can live in fucking New Jersey in the suburbs that's so pristine, so immaculate. They gonna complain about shit as if it was very hard for them. You can live from the UK. You could have had an amazing house. You could have Secret Service. You're still gonna find something to bitch about. No matter how rich, how poor, everybody has something to complain about. But I realize on Christmas is the only time people act like they care about what you're doing well. Hey man, I seen that work you've been doing. I love your business. I love your podcast. I love you. I'm proud of your sweater knitting business. That's the only time people giving giving you any care, it seems like to me. And so I'm realizing that if you realize that all of us are amazing people, but you gotta realize another year is another year, another year. So if you keep being the same person for 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, 40 years, 50 years, 60 years, at some point you are just that person. And we start realizing that the same people who was complaining about that is the same people who took the PPP loan. It's the same people who complaining that Trump's in office. They're going to forget. In 2 weeks, it's going to be, listen to me, brother. The same people who complaining about what you do, even though you didn't do shit wrong, you just living your life. You went to work every day and did overtime. How the fuck could you do something wrong to somebody? People want to be offended, my nigga. This is America. I'm telling you. People want to be offended, nigga. It's people on iPhone saying, "Oh, I'm just offended by everything." Just offended. You can't please everybody, my nigga. So when you start realizing that whatever people pay attention to is what they start to take on. So a lot of people are complaining about whatever, we'll say the election right now. They complain about anything. Next week is going to be something new. You dig what I'm saying? Next week is going to be something else's fault why it's not how it is, why their life isn't how it's supposed to be, why they aren't how they're supposed to be. Every fucking week is a new person. Every 2 weeks it's a new thing that is somebody else's fault. You've been that person your whole life. I see y'all. And comment in the chat what y'all think about this. If this makes sense and I'm spitting, comment spitting in the chats. YouTube, if you like these videos, like the video. I do have one more tip left. So I need y'all to stay tuned. Turn me up in the chat and let me know what y'all think of this. Because I'm telling you, bro, you don't have to do so much people. Well, you do want to please people actually to a degree, but at the same time, at the end of the day, you know what you're good at, bro. You know what you spent your whole day doing. You know what you spent your night doing. You know what you spent your last 3 weeks doing. So what you need to start doing is realize that you can't please everybody, my nigga. Brother, do you know how difficult it is to get your shit together, become a leader, lead people, make a family, whatever it is, nigga, you got to do it. And nobody's giving you a blueprint. Nobody's telling you exactly how to do it. Ain't nobody going to tell you they're proud of you. So what I'm saying is instead hang out with people who celebrate you. And if nobody celebrates you right now, it's all good. Build yourself up and start joining Discords. Start joining YouTube communities. Start joining different Instagram groups like these amazing places right here. And start hanging out with people who value you, who tell you, yo, I like your hair today. Hey, I'm proud of you. I see what you're doing well. Because I promise you, go look at the messages you got from your boss. It's nothing but this is what you did wrong, this is what you did wrong, this is what you did wrong. You got a boyfriend, girlfriend, you got a landlord, you got a whatever you're doing. If all of the shit that they're saying to you is just not anything positive and you think you've been doing well, nigga, that's the answer for you right there. We are what we focus on. You hear what I'm saying? So imagine you spent your whole day practicing basketball. Imagine you spend your whole day practicing basketball, right? But let's say you let's say at the end of your practice, you take your Gatorade bottle, you put it in the trash, but the wind blows the bottle out of the recycling. Everybody's going to focus on what of the day? Oh, you didn't recycle. That's all they're going to focus on. It don't matter your intent. It don't matter what you did good the whole day. What society and most people are going to focus on, you got to realize is that they get 60 to 70,000 thoughts, and the shit they thinking about is the same shit from yesterday, and they're thinking about their own problems that they caused. So if a nigga's walking around all day thinking about his own problems all day and night, what you think he gonna say to you? You think he gonna find the good in you? You think he or she gonna find the good in you? Think about this. Don't listen to good old session. Look at your own text messages. Look at your own DMs. Ask about the conversations you had with your siblings, with your goddamn boss, with your friends. Think about this. When you ask somebody, hello, person I haven't seen in a while, how are you? If the first shit they got to say to you is some complaints, what you think they focusing on? What you think they focusing on? Huh? Do it today. After this live, what I want y'all to do is have one sentence with somebody you haven't talked to all day, all week, all month, maybe whatever it is. The first thing you say to them, what's the first thing you're going to say to them? How are you? I'm proud of you. Imagine starting a conversation with a complaint. Imagine you haven't seen a nigga all day. You don't know what he, she, them, whatever you want to be called, they is going through. But the first thing you think about is a problem you have that's a big deal to you that you caused. You like the hair today. Appreciate it. Letitia, thank you. Does this make sense, IG? Does this make sense, YouTube? If this makes sense, drop the emojis in the chat. We're gonna move on to the last tip. Last tip of the day is be your own biggest cheerleader, because it's a reality realizing that I'm not saying it's you versus you to say like the world has to be lonely. I'm not saying it like that. But what I am saying is if you realize that it's you versus you, you realize that you don't have to compete with outside people to feel good about you. You feel me? I was spending so much time looking outside of myself to feel proud of myself. Imagine not being proud of yourself. Imagine busting your ass at work. Imagine you used to scam, you don't scam no more, and you've been going crazy 1 year, 2 year, 3, 4, 5, 6. You've been good for 6 years, going crazy and not being proud of yourself because somebody over there had a bad day and want to be not proud of their own self. It's crazy. You hear me? Imagine if you locked in all day, all you've been doing is practicing skateboarding, BMX, basketball, growing your business. You spent the whole day, even if you didn't make no money, even if you didn't make no money today, you spent your whole day learning the craft, bettering your business, studying, 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 applying, studying, studying, applying, studying, studying, applying. If somebody come up to you and the first shit they got to say is a complaint about their own life or a reason why you're not good or why they're hurt at something you're doing to better yourself, that's showing you what people focus on. That's showing you what we focus on. It don't mean people are bad, but nigga, you gotta realize everybody is the star of their own movie in their mind. In everybody's mind, they're right. In everybody's mind, they are the star of the movie. In everybody's mind, they have a valid reason for why they are upset, happy, whatever. And I think only through reflection and looking at shit through retrospect do you actually learn, damn, I could have improved there. Damn, I needed to do better there. But if you spend all your time all day understanding that you got 60 to 70,000 thoughts per day, and all you do is spend your time thinking about problems of your own and you spread your problems to other people, that's not something that's going to be conducive of success. It's not going to be abundant. It's not going to make people want to talk to you. It's not going to make people want to attach themselves to you. It's not going to make you a better leader. Because all the rich people I've met, even if, let's say I might know 10 millionaires, of the ones I've been blessed enough to sit with, talk with, break bread with, they talk about money. They talk about how to get more money. I never hear them bitching about anything, talking about problems they got and why you should listen to the problem. They don't speak like that. They're not asking you to inherit their problems. And they're also not outwardly giving negative vibes to people. You dig what I'm saying? Because what you think you are, you can only give what you got. So if you lead with a bunch of outward, you always offended. If you always the victim, think about this. If somebody always got to apologize to you, nigga, that says what that says. How the fuck do people always got to apologize to you? There's a, I don't watch a lot of them, but there's a YouTuber called Fauci. I think his name, Fauci. Go watch that nigga's content. He's always offended. Not the kind of nigga I want to be around. Not the kind of people you need to be around. Not the kind of energy you need to be around. Because it's like they believe the whole world just orbits them. And to a degree, they're right because their reality is their reality. But thinking that the world revolves around you and people have to live their life to cater to you will probably make you less desirable to people that are sure within themselves. He said you still with the chicken. The YouTube? I don't know what you're saying. So these are some words for the thought. 3 tips. Secretly, not many people are proud of you. You got to start being proud of your damn self. When you start being proud of yourself, it won't matter if you don't think other people are proud of you because you'll be so proud of yourself and you'll be tracking your growth so much. It's not going to be no mental space for you to think about who's proud of you, who's not proud of you. Because at the end of the day, the proudness or the pride comes from within. The ego can be dangerous if you don't realize that you're a student. If you don't realize that you're a student and you think you're perfect, then of course you're going to be upset that nobody's proud of you for this and that. But if you realize that most of the people that are around you, bro, your teacher, your boss, they got real problems with their kids. They might be living check to check. They might have something going on at the house. They might just be a negative ass person. They might not know how to deal with their stress. So what they give to you is they're not going to big up you and tell you, bro, I'm proud of you. I see you. I want you to be the best rapper or singer, whatever it is, and give you money. They're going to instead question you. They're going to instead give you lack. They're going to give you that because that's all they know. We can only give what we have and what we focus on. You dig what I'm saying? So realize that most people walk around want to be right, but I'm not interested in necessarily being right. I want to build relationships. You know what I'm saying? The more relationships you can build and make people feel good about themselves, the more people want to have you around. Two, you versus you, my nigga. Every time you ever got broken up with, your bill was late, uh, car wouldn't start, who still remained? You. You can't leave yourself. You're not going to dump yourself. You're not going to fire yourself. You dig what I'm saying? So realize that it's just you versus you. Whatever you believe in your mentality, if you start believing and celebrating things before they happen, you're going to think you're right. The reason I celebrate shit before it happens is because it's like, okay, every time where I didn't celebrate the thing as if I didn't have it, then I didn't get it. But when I celebrated the things as if they are, I'm so sure when I start celebrating stuff that I'm so sure is going to happen, I celebrate it as if it's going to happen, and then I don't care about it anymore. It sounds weird, but you can't think about it anymore. I don't want to say I don't care about it, but you have to be so sure that you're doing well, that you're doing a good job, that you don't even think about it, bro. You can't spend time waiting for shit to show up in reality, because that's where I burnt out. That's where I was having the trouble, is I was waiting for shit to show up in my reality before I was just being proud of myself today. Right now on the spot. You literally can be proud of yourself right now. You don't need shit, it don't cost nothing. But in order to be proud of oneself, one has to actually be doing things that makes oneself proud, which means you have to be taking action. You can't be proud of yourself if you're not doing shit. You can't be proud of yourself if you actually aren't taking focused action, if you're not clear on where you want to be, why you want it. You feel me? So I think that's the reason most people actually aren't proud of themselves, because they're not proud of themselves because they don't know how to be. He said, you got kids. What's Mexico? Glad to see you still rocking. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. I don't know what this question is. Oh, I answered that already. All right, it's time for y'all to spam up questions. Any questions y'all got, spam them up in the chat. Let me know what you think of this live. As a man thinketh, you know what I mean? You're going to be right either way. If you think you're wrong, if you think you're fat, if you think you're smart, you're right. You're always right. Stuck in the mud feeling. Yeah, but you got to realize, bro, it's right here for us. I know it sounds weird, but I've been practicing something called spec. And you cannot, I think this is the most important thing of the live. And that is, start actually being proud of yourself, bro. Like, in one way I'm tricking myself into even being super proud of myself is, I realize in my business, I never spoke about myself, bro. I don't talk about accolades I've gotten, how many views I've gotten, how much money I've made for myself, for others. I realized that, and in business, it hurt my business. It fucked up my business, because people, if you're not bragging about yourself and showcasing why you're dope, realizing that you are a key influencer, if you're not showing people the things they want to see. I want to capture young men from 16 to 34. That's the audience I want. You know what I'm saying? So I got to give them and start doing things that they find cool, having the whips, the material things that they find cool, because I want to be of key influence to them. I had to start realizing that I'm proud of myself because I say it out loud every day. I pick something small I might do. See, to you, it might not be a big thing that, you got a job that's 1 block away from McDonald's. Every one of your coworkers goes to McDonald's. They go to, what's this, Chick-fil-A. They go get them TikTok meals, the nasty gluttonous meals. No one's going to tell you, bro, I'm proud of you for not getting that shit. I'm proud of you for not eating that for 1 month straight, 2 months, 3 months, a year, 4 months. No one is going to come tell you you're proud of yourself. But you have to be so sure of yourself, saying, damn, hell yeah, I'm proud that I didn't do what everybody else was doing. I'm proud I did it for 1 day. I'm proud I did it for 2 months, for 1 year. Yep, new stock videos coming too. How did you get into Pokemon trading and finding your own niche? So basically, to get rich off of whether it's online, what's the best way to learn crypto? Oh yeah, I can answer one of those questions. How did you get into Pokemon trading? I'd pick Pokemon because I like the cards, bro. I don't really know shit about, all the characters and stuff. I like the cards, and I understand that they're assets. I don't care what anybody says to you. Like Gary Vee says, a basketball may not have a big ROI to you because you're not going to the NBA or overseas or playing in a YouTube creator league. You're not doing anything. But for LeBron James, for Jordan Clarkson, for James Harden, for Luka, for Kyrie, it's the ROI is big. So I've paid my rent with cards before. But a person might look at you and say, cards are corny, bro. That's dumb. A girl might look at you and say they're ass. Your parents might look at you and say it's trash. But it's all about what's your perspective. What you think of it? So for me, Pokemon is something I fuck with. I like it. I like the cards. I think they're dope and they retain value. Most of them go up. If you, it's just like stocks, just like companies. People are spending money here. I'm talking about millions, hundreds of millions of dollars. Whatnot alone is spending hundreds of million dollars. People are generating a circulating real money. You don't have to believe me. There's one Pokemon card that can buy you a house. So for me, I got into this shit because I think it's cool. It keeps you out of the way. You're not gonna get no trouble fucking with Pokemon. You dig what I'm saying? You're gonna be out the way. And it's a cool ass hobby to get paid off of. I got a card right here that I got when I was a kid. I got two of these. I got one of these. You got this when you was a kid for free at the movie theater. But it's all about perspective. Because when I look at this one card just sold for $650. I got the PSA 10 of it. But to you, it might be trash. You might sit in the house every day and look up Pokemon, bro. You might sit in the house every day and look up stocks. You might look up option trading. But what I'm going to tell you is that no one's going to think that's cool. And I want you to get cool with that. I want you to get cool with understanding that the girl, the guys, the people you with, they're going to come bitch about some stuff. They're going to make something up, bro. Your boss or whatever, something's going to happen to make you question how proud of yourself you are. But you got to keep being proud of yourself because why? You know what you've been doing every day. The people that you with, they probably see you now. They don't see the end vision of you, bro. They don't see the end vision of where you're headed, what you're about to be, the things you're accomplishing. That's not what they see. They only see you now. You live with your mom. You live with your pop and them. They don't think shit of you. You don't have no whip, bro. You don't have your own checking account. You don't have. There's a lot of things you don't. There's a lot of you don'ts. A lot of things you don't have. But the people around you comfortable with that version of you. They like that you. And when you get to talking about your goals, your dreams, and your shit like that, they're gonna question you. They're not proud of you, bro, because you don't have any of that stuff. But I need you to be proud of yourself before you have it. Because you're gonna start seeing as you start to shift and transition, it's gonna be people that like you just for you, bro. Not because you got a wallet, a belt, because you could buy them certain shit, not because you're perfect in every regard. They just like you because you're you. And those are the people that's going to stick around and be with you throughout the journey. You dig what I'm saying? Everybody else that's just nagging at you, nitpicking with you, or got something negative to say, don't make them bad people, nigga. But you need to be mindful of your time, bro. Value your time. You don't know how many springs and summers you got on this motherfucker. You hear me? So probably only got 60 to 100 summers on Earth. 60 to 100. So what you do it is up to you. But one thing I can assure you is that once we become better people, are proud of ourselves, look in that mirror, feel good, bro. Not have a burden, not stressed out about nothing. You actually just feel good, genuinely. For myself, my life started being easier, and it happens instantly. Y'all let me know in the comments and in the chat how fast it happens for you. But if you start doing these things, these 3 tips, realizing that you need to be your biggest cheerleader, you need to be proud of yourself, it's you versus you. If you start doing those things every day and start practicing this thing called SPEC, SPEC, select it, project it, expect it, collect it. If you start doing those things every day, 3 times a day, just read it out. You can even ask ChatGPT to write it out for you. It will change your life if you believe it. You feel me? Everything works if you believe it. That's what I believe. The law of attraction says law of attraction is exact, precise, and never fails. So when it appears it isn't working, you got to switch it up. I just want to thank you, bro. I learned a lot from you, from stocks to life lessons. Thanks, bro. Hey, appreciate you, gang. Tiger Woods was cheap back then and won a championship. It was early. It was easy 1500, and so he messed up cheating on that white girl. What are you talking about? The only reason he got all those girls is because he became Tiger Woods. It's not like he's an exceptional looker of a dude. He became Tiger Woods, which then made him desirable, which then got him more buns. Very simple. Say it one more time. I'm writing it on my board. SPEC. Select it. Project it. Expect it. Collect it. I want y'all to type this in ChatGPT. Go to ChatGPT. You're going to say, hey, ChatGPT, here are my 1-year goals. This is important. I'm giving y'all real sauce. Actionable things. Do this right now. ChatGPT, these are my 1-year goals. I want this shit to happen within a year, right? Type it in. Let's say you got 12 goals. 1 goal a month. Boom. Type in your goals. And then you're going to say, using SPEC, the acronym I just told you, select it, project it, expect it, collect it. I need you to write me out a daily agenda to get to these goals. I need to get to these goals in 12 weeks. I need to get to these goals in 12 weeks. Write me out a day by day agenda of how I can attain these goals and use spec to help me better my mindset. Use spec to help me better my affirmations. It's going to help you start focusing on a lot more abundance, bro. I feel more abundant. I feel like myself. You feel me? I feel like myself again. So all y'all out there, I love you. Okay? Have a good, fantastic, great day, night, whatever the hell it is, wherever you at. But just realize, nigga, be proud of yourself. When you start being proud of yourself, it seems like the world becomes easier. It seems like you don't look outside of yourself for validation anymore. You know, the things that used to offend you all the time, the things that used to make you mad, the words, the phrases, they don't make you mad anymore. You dig what I'm saying? When you truly deeply look at your life and be like, damn, no, I really did that shit. I really did run them miles. Damn, I really did lock in. You're going to be so proud of yourself that the naysayers or the people that ignore your success, or the people that do have something negative to say, or the negative thoughts that just pop into your brain will start to subside. They're going to start to go away because you're just so proud of yourself. Because when you start being really proud of yourself, you're shifting your actual vibration. You're shifting your consciousness of self. When you shift one's consciousness of self and what one believes to be true and believe to be possible, the universe follows. So that's what I think. Y'all let me know in the chat what you think of this. Instagram, I love you. YouTube, I love the shit out of you. Like the video, drop a comment, let me know what your favorite part of this is. Are you going to start using spec? It's my favorite thing that I've started doing recently. I've learned a lot from it. You know, I've been learning a lot. I feel good about myself looking in the mirror, regardless of what's in the bank account, because most millionaires live paycheck to paycheck too. You still got to be able to look in that mirror and feel good about yourself. You did. Until next time, stay lit, stay awesome, stay happy, stay healthy. You did.